YTBC, what's the deal? Now, this really comes to me as no surprise, really. I'm gonna leave this article in the description box. Read it, come to your own surmise, your own conclusions. David Haye says he's trying to secure a spot with Lucas Browne for his May 21st bout at the O2. I have thrown out names myself, like Shannon Briggs. There's a possible matchup with Haye, being that Briggs is rated in the, I believe he's number 4 by the WBA. I believe David Haye is number 9. He's trying to secure a Lucas Browne bout for that WBA regular title that Lucas Browne stripped away from Ruslan Chagayev. You know, I would like the tournament to stay in its original format. I mean, Browne is supposed to fight Freza Kendo in June. Some people don't think Freza Kendo deserves a shot, you know, at Lucas Browne. People kind of forget that Akendo fought Ruslan Chagayev in a close fight. I thought Akendo tried to push on late in the fight and probably stole some rounds. I thought Chagayev won that fight against Akendo, but some people don't want to see this Browne versus Akendo. Akendo, I know, was coming off an injury. There's rumors out there that he may not even be ready for this fight with Browne in June, but you would think he would take the opportunity, being that he's 42 years old. Freza Kendo isn't getting any younger. His opportunities are getting thinner. So I was expecting him to fight Freza Kendo June. But now, if you're asking me just as the fan, now putting that to the side, and you're asking me as a fan, I would rather see Lucas Browne versus David Haye. Much more explosive. Most likely there would be a knockout. I think Haye probably beats Browne, you know, and I don't know what it is, man. Just I never really find fit to favor Lucas Browne in any fights, really. The James Toney fight, I know he was fighting the old James Toney. I favored him in that one. His other fights, I expected him to win. And then when he fought Chagayev, I expected Chagayev to win. So Lucas Browne, I guess, is going to have to keep proving me wrong, you know, which is a good thing. You know, there's been a lot of guys who I've doubted that have went on to win multiple world titles. You know, I'm not right about every fighter, but I think Haye probably wins this fight. Now, let me read a little bit from this article. Haye goes on to say, I do have an opponent, but I'm holding off a few days to try and secure Lucas Browne. It seems after speaking to Team Hatton that the possibility of Lucas Browne being available for May's Haye Day show against myself is a possibility. That possibility comes down to a few things, and top of that list is money. Next week, I will be getting some numbers from terrestrial television stations. Hopefully, those numbers will be attractive enough to lure Browne back to the UK to allow me to challenge for his WBA championship, my old WBA championship. So I'm really excited about it. Nothing is done until it's done. Okay, then he says a lot of stuff in this article. I'm not gonna read every single thing, but he's trying to secure Lucas Browne. What do you guys think about this? I kind of knew that Freza Kendo may maybe get pushed to the back burner, because it's just with Akendo, to most fans, I'm saying to most fans as far as entertainment value, a lot of fans that I've heard talk don't want to see a Kendo fight. You know, and that's nothing against Freza Kendo. I want to see him fight. He was really exciting when he was really, was about 2003, 2004, when he fought Tua and Holyfield and all those guys back then. You know, Kendo was an undefeated prospect himself at one time, you know, so, but now he's 42. You know, a lot of the younger fans don't even know who he is. Some guys, one guy told me, isn't Kendo like 50? I'm like, no, he's 42, you know, so, you know, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind with a lot of American fans. If you're not fighting on American television, we don't see you. A lot of fans just forget about guys. Me, I haven't forgot about Akendo. I know he fought Chagayev, and I know he was scheduled to be in his tournament, but I would way rather see David Haye injected into the tournament and they take Freza Kendo out. You know, so what do y'all think about this? And where does this leave Freza Kendo if Lucas Browne decides to fight David Haye? Do they strip him of the title, or do they just I mean, because, you know, Haye is rated in the top 9, so it's not like he's just fighting some guy that, you know, is not in the ratings. I mean, he is rated by the WBA. I wouldn't mind seeing the fight, you know, so hopefully, you know, and I don't know who else they have lined up for Haye. Hopefully it's either getting this fight with Lucas Browne, or it's Shannon Briggs. I think there'll be some entertaining fights. Briggs, you know, is in shape. He's getting up there in age, just like a Freza Kendo. He's getting up there in his 40s, but he is in shape. I've seen him in excellent shape. I know he's been sparring guys like Trevor Bryan, you know, young prospect hungry guys that go in there with him when he's sparring, and they're looking to work him over. You know, they're not going in there just to let Shannon Briggs beat on them, you know. So he's getting some good training, Shannon Briggs. I like to see that fight. Lucas Browne against Haye, I like to see that fight. I think David Haye beats both of these guys. I really do. I know he's added some weight, and like I always say, when you get muscles across the chest and shoulders, your speed depreciates a little bit. But I do think that David Haye still probably has some of the fastest hands in the division, being he was a natural, guy coming up from cruiserweight. But the Mark DeMori fight, like I've always said, really didn't show me anything. Just showed me that he can punch hard, but Haye didn't even get punched back in that fight. There was one glancing blow that landed on David Haye's glove from Mark DeMori. So to me, his last real fight was 4 years ago against Derek Chisora. But as far as this fight goes, hopefully they can get the fight made. Haye also goes on to say this. I'll read this and I'll cut this short. He says, I hope Browne will be ready. He got a cut in the last fight, which will take 2 to 3 weeks to heal. Timing is everything in life. This could be perfect for me and perfect for him. He is a big guy, 24 fights unbeaten. He has a 90% KO rate. Me fighting Browne for the WBA title is something I'm very, very interested in. I know the British and world boxing fans will be as well. I just hope everyone can see the bigger picture and to strike while the iron is hot. We have a date. We have an arena. Tickets have nearly sold out. Now to just get the TV sorted. I think he should take the fight. I seen that Solomon Huamano offered Lucas Browne $1 million to fight. So I wonder how much David Haye is going to bring to the table. I think Lucas Browne, if he's looking to cash out, he's getting up there in age too. He's not some young whippersnapper, man. So if he's 36 years old himself, so maybe he's looking to cash out. Maybe he's looking to have a long title reign. Either or, if he's a confident fighter, you should be confident against David Haye to beat him and to get the payday. So Lucas Browne versus David Haye at the O2 in London, May 21st. Shit, make it happen. I'll watch it. I think it'd be an exciting fight. And we'll really see where David Haye's at. Because there's one thing about Browne. He showed he can move on his feet, that he can use a jab against Chigaev. And one thing is for certain, if nothing else is, he has a strong, strong right hand. I want to see this fight get made. Tell me what you guys think about this. YTBC. I'm out.